know me, buddy. I'm your ace. I'm your pal. I'm your partner. Your pal on my boots. Wait a minute. You look at that way. Wait a minute. I'm your ace, your pal, your partner, your...
The clock.
Your pal, your partner, your pal on my boots. If it takes you a pal on my boots, if it takes a little while to catch on to the joke, folks, we'll
just take it for a test drive, Henry. This is a car lot.
Yes. Do you remember a little trip you and I took once before?
The sign said,
That's send you a message.
Dennis, the sign doesn't say anything. Dennis. Henry Betty Cobb.
You okay, buddy?
Man, that car.
Car, it was his feet running.
Must be in a hurry to get somewhere place. Or someone. Or from someone. Oh, Henry, look at what...
That's fine.
And then all the way to the window.
But you don't get the door jam. That's the only thing. I just don't want to get the door jam.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if I stand here, can you still get me without getting the door jam? No.
Yeah, it's too risky.
Okay, so right here?
Yep.
Okay. I wish I can put an invisible X there. X marks my spot. The chair would be in the way then, right? Okay, hold on.
No, it's cool.
I mean, enough that you can, okay, because I just don't want all this noise when we're moving our chairs.
Right.
Okay, well. Bringing you classic entertainment in a modern world done in a vintage manner, Dominic Review brings you old-time radio-style program, A Day in the Life of, starring Martin Phillips and host Henry London. Dominic recommends herself, Judy, and Scarlett Betty Gray. Along with dynamic duo, Cedric Johnson and Jasmine Austin as radio husband and wife team, Dennis and Rachel Hagen. Outside Los Angeles, yet not quite inside Culver City, but just within walking distance of MGM Studios, where it looks like Dennis is walking now.
Dennis, where do you think you're going?
To the restroom.
By way of MGM Studio? The restroom is this way.
That's just a matter of opinion, Henry. It all depends on which one you want to use.
Dennis, I can't take you anywhere without getting into trouble. Now stop hiking around and head back to the dealership. I ain't got time for your shenanigans today. I have an appointment over at the studio about renewing my contract.
Did you say studio?
Yes, Dennis, studio.
MGM Studios?
Yes, Dennis, MGM Studios.
MGM Studios about a contract?
Yes, Dennis, MGM Studios about a contract.
Henry?
You know, Dennis, it would be a shame to let Rachel find out just where you were last Thursday and just who you ruled. And don't try. That was no lady, that was my wife, bitch. I see Rachel.
Now, Henry, before you start throwing up all these adverbs and pronouns all over, gentlemen, I'll have you to know I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I wasn't going to say anything about me going with you to MGM Studios about our contract.
Who's what?
Your contract, Henry. Your contract. Don't get technical. You know me, buddy. I'm your ace. I'm your pal. I'm your partner.
Pile on the boots. Pile on my boots. If it takes you a while to get that joke post, we'll wait. Betty, we'd like to thank the Academy. And now back to our regularly scheduled program.
Henry, which car are you aiming to get? This red convertible looks nice.
Yeah, Dennis, that's all right for someone like Ralph Cooper or Babe Wallace. More of the low-key type.
This is a beauty too. Candy apple red, leather seats, convertible top, keys. Henry, how about we take this baby on the spin?
Dennis, we can't do that.
Well, you just gotta take it for a test drive, Henry. This is a car lot.
Dennis, do you remember a little trip you and I took once before?
The sign said, try not buy.
Dennis, the sign doesn't say anything here except your money, your life. We're not picky which. So long as you sign the papers.
Oh, come on, Henry. How much trouble can we...
Dennis! Drop your hands and step away from my car.
Dennis, stop. Come back. It's only Betty.
Must have been in a hurry to get someplace.
Or from someone.
Oh, Henry! Look at all this kicking up dust into my car. It went from red to spread in less than 20 seconds.
Nice set of wheels, Betty.
Ooh.
I didn't know you had a car. I thought you had a car. New?
Yeah, one of the perks from the studio. I came down personally to pick it up myself. You? Do you have one?
No. One of the perks from the studio.
I'm sorry about that, Henry.
Not at all. That's what I'm down here for. I have an appointment with the studio today about my contract.
Terminated? For what it's worth, it's really for the best, Henry. Those last 4 pictures you were in were real.
No! Renewed.
Fantastic! Now, let's take a look at your car, shall we?
I haven't picked one out yet. I just figure with the new sign of my contract, I can afford to look at one now.
And on your next renewal in 7 years,
I can buy one.
Right to that.
Checkmate.
Cash it in. We'd like to thank the Academy.
Yeah. You mind giving me a lift to studio, baby?
Sure thing. It's on my way. Now, let's see. The door opener's here someplace. Whoop! Nope. That's the trunk.
Betty, do you know how to drive?
Certainly I do. Why wouldn't I?
Well, you know how you Hollywood starlets are. Chauffeurs, limos, backseat driving.
I'll have you know I've never backseated one day in my life.
No, Betty, it's French.
Oh, only a front seat driver would say so. Now, hand me my keys and hop in.
Betty, what are you doing?
I'm putting the key in to start the car.
Betty, that's the lighter.
Oh, I knew that. Okay, here we go.
Betty, first you have to put the car in drive.
What do you think I'm doing?
I don't know, but it looks like you have your hand on the window handle to me.
Oh, of course.
No, that's the...
Oh, why, naturally.
That's the emergency brake.
Oh.
Betty!
Uh-oh. Sorry, Henry. I didn't know you were there.
Betty, you don't know the first thing about driving.
I do, too. I was taught how to drive during my first picture.
By who? Buck Rogers?
No, Roy.
Roy Rogers? Roy Rogers? Roy! Roy! You mean to tell me you learned on a horse? Betty, that's not the same thing.
Maybe not to you, but to me it is. One horse engine is just as good as another. Now buckle up and sit back.
Hi-ho, Silver!
Dennis, that's my line. Hi-ho, Trigger!
Wonder how the Hollywood starlets keep their radiant glow when they graced upon the screen. It's Betty by products. Whether it's foundation, lipstick, mascara, or powder, Betty by Makeup is the rescue of the hour. Order yours today without delay.
It'll be out tomorrow, Mrs. Prowler.
Girls! Oh, easy. Remember, Betty by Makeup. It's the try you buy. Goodbye.
Here we are, Henry. MGM Studios. Curb service.
Curb service? Gate service? Betty, did you hear Harry at the gate yell? Stop this, Gray. Let me open the gate first.
Curb gate, stage 47. What's the difference? You're here in one piece, aren't you? With 20 minutes to spare.
No thanks to you. Curb, gate, wall. It's going to take me 20 minutes to peel off.
Why like that?
Hey, Betty. My goodness. They're taking slapstick comedy to an extreme, aren't they? The body frame cutout on the wall is spectacular. The whole body came through the wall this time.
That was no frame out, Rachel. That was a frame up.
Oh, don't listen to him, Rachel. He's just upset because when I slammed on the brakes, he flew out of the car.
Slammed on the brakes? You mean swerved to a stop?
Slammed, swerved, brakes, stop. Jeez. Starve a cold, feed a fever.
I will never, and I do repeat, never get into a moving motor of operations with you again, Betty.
Oh, Henry.
I don't care if it's a bicycle,
Henry, you're exaggerating.
a pair of skates,
Henry.
an office chair.
That's good enough. Betty, will you teach me how to drive?
Rachel, look, didn't you just hear me? Betty, she almost killed me with her off the road, down the hill, across the prairie, heavy trails. You driving?
I heard you. Now, Betty, about teaching me to drive.
Rachel, hey you, Rachel. I don't think you understand the importance of my warning. If you learn this method of driving from Betty, and you use it when you're behind the wheel of the car with Dennis, you are at your own risk. You hear me? You're at your own risk. The safety of your husband will not be considered. He will be ransacked, ambushed, in the hospital for weeks. Weeks, huh? You know what, Betty? Go ahead and teach her how to drive.
To see the light.
What brings you to MGM anyhow, Rachel?
Oh, I'm over here on a loan from Universal.
Oh, Lou Costello?
No, the Thin Man.
Rachel, I'm sure there's some connection or some hook on that line, but frankly, my dear, I don't
Betty!
have time to figure it out. Good luck, Henry. Goodbye, Rachel. So long, folks. I'll see you at the broadcast.
Want a fresh face, clean, long-lasting look? Well, you'll get just that with Betty by Makeup. Now untie and apply. For each Betty by product comes in its own beautifully wrapped case, personalized with all your own. No more makeup to spatter. Betty by case clean up the clatter. One case, less space for all you girls know. There are a lot more things to do with your time when you have a lot less things to find. When you apply your makeup with Betty by products. Goodbye now.
The moment of introduction has arrived, as our Woman of the Hour comes bearing gifts of news, hot off the gossip press. From real facts and interesting news to the Hollywood playground and the Rolls Royce of studios, here she is. Wait for it. Betty Gray.
Thank you, Henry, and thank you, guys and dolls, for allowing me into your homes and living rooms. As always, I'm here for no jive, just live, uninterrupted talk on what was and is Hollywood 1940s. Newsflash! Office of War Information was informed in the year 1942, serving as a propaganda agency during World War II, and coordinated its efforts with the film industry to record the photograph the nation's wartime activities. This just in, 11 years after the evolution of talking pictures, actor Charlie Chaplin stars and directs his first talking picture, The Great Dictator. Released in 1940 for the first time was now, when Charlie Chaplin felt he must speak, for there was a message that needed to be heard. In other news, Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman pair together as time goes by in Casablanca.
You caught that show.
Right. Moving on. In 1946, the film The Big Sleep opens.
Nobody knows the plot. Moving on.
Right. In other news, to have and to have not.
We didn't have.
Have what?
We don't have. We don't have time.
Oh, right. That counts me out for the night, folks. Don't take any wooden nickels.
And never trust your wife with your neighbor. I said that out loud, didn't I?
All right, everybody.
Brought to you by Dominique Review Productions, bringing you classic entertainment into the modern world done in a vintage manner. And Dominique's private collection, in which all the women in wardrobes was supplied for this evening's broadcast. And now I hear from Dominique with an important announcement.
Well, everyone, it's good to see you back. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'd like to thank Marcus Willis as Henry London, Cedric Johnson as Dennis Hagen, and Jasmine Lawson as Rachel Hagen, and yours truly, Dominic Breckenridge as Betty Gray. Meet us back here at the same time next week as the cast of A Day in the Life of volunteers at the Hollywood Canteen for all those handsome soldiers here on leave from doing what they do best. Signing off until then, take care, be safe, Betty, bye. Oh, Henry, I see you've got a new pair of trousers. Must have signed your new contract.
Yep. I've waited 7 years for these bitches.
They're kind of large, aren't they?
Yeah, 7 years without food would do that to you.
Henry, no studio's worth that.
Well, MGM is the Rolls Royce of the studios.
I don't believe they'd do that. I'm under contract and have a beach house, tennis court, 2 swimming pools, and a bicycle to boot.
Bicycle? What happened to your new car?
It was told something about a pole and a right-of-way. Never mind about that. Is the salary per picture so low that you have to go without eating?
That's what my agent keeps telling me. But not to worry, I'm going to get my tailor fixed.
Can you help him out?
Oh. That's what my agent keeps telling me. But don't worry, I'm going to get my tailor to fit soon.
Soon, but when?
My contract was just signed for another 7 years.
Oh, that's it, brother. I've heard of penny pinching, greedy, no-account agents, but no food? There's a limit. Who's your agent anyway?
This.
That does it. Good night, everybody. This has been a Dominic
You know this, it would be a shame to let Rachel find out just where you were last Thursday. And just who you were with. And don't try that no I'm on your brakes. You swear to stop.
Swerve, break, stop.
Sheesh.
Start the whole thing.
I will never get in a moving motor vehicle. I will never get in a moving motor operation with you again, Betty.
Oh, this batter. This batter. Betty by case. Clean up the batter. 1 case less minutes. You are the broadcast. One base.
And now back to the regularly scheduled program.
Henry, which car you aiming to get? This red convertible looks like you. Looks like
Yeah, baby. That's all right. For someone who's that's all right for someone like Ralph Cooper or Babe Watson or Wallace. Babe Wallace. But I'm more of the low-key type.
Rachel, I'm sure there's music playing in the background somewhere.